Hope everybody is doing well. So I wanted to briefly cover the research paper rubric and checklist and remind you of a few things as you all finish up outlines and move toward your draft. Please remember that we will have our draft conferences in week 14. Please make sure that you sign up for a time and that you note the time you've signed up for. If you're coming in person, you will need to bring a printed copy of your essay. If you are meeting with me virtually, please be sure to email me your essay before our meeting time. So this research paper rubric and checklist is exactly what will come back with your research paper. Just like all of our other essays, you'll get a copy of the rubric returned. So I'm going to move through each of these items. If you have questions about these items, please let me know. I'm glad to do another recording or meet with you next week in addition to your draft conference to cover anything you may need help with. So first of all, please note that you must have your MLA formatting correct for this paper. I cannot accept papers that are not formatted correctly. If you have to fix it past the deadline, you will receive a points deduction. So please make sure that you have your MLA formatting done exactly correctly before you submit your paper. So content and basic elements, 25% of your grade. You'll notice on the left I have numbers so you can see exactly where all of the points come from. So you need an appropriate title that is relevant to your essay. Please do not call it research paper. Please make sure your title matches what you've actually written. You need a good introduction to drawing your reader, a statement that clearly indicates your position, a good conclusion that ties up and reinforces the paper's message. Your paper should be well organized, your paragraph should be well developed, and your paragraph should have proper sentences and stay on topic. Please note that you will be getting feedback on a lot of these parts of the essay in the outline feedback and in our essay conference. Next is the argument. Please make sure you clearly explain the problem or the situation surrounding the argument. Present and argue the solution or your stance well. Consider and address your opposition and avoid fallacies and focus on provable facts. Then source use. This is 30% and this is where students tend to have the most trouble. So please make sure that you read these carefully. You need to use approved, varied, scholarly, reliable, substantial sources. You should include correct quotations, at least 2 short quotes and 1 long or blocked quotation. There is an example of the block quote on the special quotes sheet that I put together for you. It's in the week 13 folder, and you can also find it in the course resources section. Include correct paraphrases, at least 2. You should properly integrate your quotations into your text. Your sources should be introduced. Your sources should be appropriately cited in the text, and your works cited page is correct, and every in-text citation should refer to it. You have gotten feedback on your citations. You've gotten some feedback on in-text citations. If you still need help with that, please get in touch. Next is style and grammar. You've had a lot of practice with these this semester. Remember that you must get your MLA formatting done correctly. You should avoid first and second person where possible. Avoid contractions, informality, text speech, repetition, spelling errors, and meaningless sentences. Please keep in mind that you shouldn't just try to make your paper longer. You should have enough content to meet the 4-page requirement. In more than 13 years of me assigning research papers, I've only had 2 students do everything on the rubric and still have a hard time meeting the length requirement. Please don't focus on the paper's length, focus on meeting the requirement and doing things well. Avoid run-ons, fragments, and mixed sentence structure. Use commas, semicolons, apostrophes, and quotation marks correctly. Your quotes and in-text citations should be punctuated correctly, and you should use sentence and paragraph level transitions. So as you can see, this is really your moment to show off your knowledge and ability with everything we've done so far this semester. So please review the rubric carefully. If you have questions about any of it, please do let me know. I also want to remind everybody on your previous essays, please make sure you look at the feedback, not just the grading comment, but the comments that I put directly on the essay, so that you can see where you may be having problems repeatedly and see what you need to do to fix those issues. So get your outlines in by noon on Monday. I'll turn those around really quickly. We have essay conferences on Monday and Tuesday. If none of the sign-up times work for you, please email me so that we can work that out. And please keep in mind that I will be away from about right now, noon on Thursday, until Monday morning, but I will respond to emails and any concerns upon my return. I hope you all have a safe and good weekend, and if you need help or have questions, as always, please let me know. Take care.